What's real popular these days? Allocated, rare, one-off, one-of-a-kind, unicorn, all the above. These are what people are looking for in the whiskey world today. And what do people hate? Taboos. So one thing would be drinking out of the bottle. Mayhaps even adding a splash of Coke. By the end of the day, drink the whiskey how the fuck you want to.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan.
And as you can see, we have our new set right now. So this is going to be the set probably for quite some time.
Yeah, for at least the next 30 years.
Yeah, or unless we wind up somehow making a lot of money and we can rent out a studio and get something legit going. But I doubt
Probably not going to happen.
Yeah, we're not millionaires.
But this is Everyday Whiskey 2.0.
Yes. So for today, we thought we'd do kind of something a little special since it's a special day. Dan just moved in here. Well, not today, but he did just recently move in the
Purchased a
past few
home,
days.
signed my life away.
Yeah.
I feel great.
He's committed. And we thought of what great way to celebrate than bring out some of our rare and, I don't want to say exclusive because they're not super exclusive.
I want to call these unicorn bottles and or one-off bottles.
Yes, definitely. That's the best way to describe it.
Because they're only released one time, one style, and they change from year to year.
Yeah. So we thought it'd be cool to, give you guys a little intro into our personal collection. Not that, everything's our personal collection, but what we go out and seek for ourselves when we're looking for just that Grail bottle.
I was hoping people were curious of actually, because the old set, you only saw basically what bottles I kind of wanted everyone to see.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want these bottles to get stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I rented at my former location, and I just didn't want some of this,
there was some
Dingle Batch 3. Maybe shouldn't be getting chugged out of the bottle.
Yeah.
But
roommates were great. They're all really close friends of ours. That's not the problem. The problem is having social gatherings.
I don't know.
Things get out of hand.
Some
guy might see, someone who's inexperienced might see something here and be like, oh, this is probably expensive and great.
Yeah.
Which it probably is.
You might grab Jameson Bow Street.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, sweet, Jameson, which is not fucking normal Jameson.
No. But now you can see most of our collection.
All right, this is it. This is pretty much most of the inventory here. But all right, let's get into it. Let's start with Irish.
Yeah, let's start there.
And we should explain probably why we brought what we brought.
Okay.
All right, so these are my two. These are Mike's two.
Yes.
We both bought 2 whiskeys. Usually we only do 3 whiskeys, but we did 4 today.
Because why not?
Because why not? So, first one I brought was Dingle Batch number 3. And the batch number 3 is very significant. So here's Dingle. Looks very plain Jane, but then on the back you got a cool little mosaic. Not mosaic, what the hell? Watercolor.
Portrait,
whatever.
Yeah.
There's art on the back.
There's artwork.
So Dingle is the... They do a lot of proprietary blends for a lot of Irish distilleries. They're really well known for they do the Fighting Irish, Fighting 69. They did some stuff with Jameson, but really unknown but really amazing whiskey. The batch number 3 was only made once. Batch number 4 was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but these go for about $90 a bottle in New Jersey, and the batch number 4 tasted like a $50, $60 bottle. This tastes like
a $90
bottle.
It's worth it.
So, go into this.
Cool.
Pop her in here.
Back in the case.
Back onto the Lazy Susan. All right. The thing I love about this... What?
Still good?
Oh, yeah. I love about this because it's you think biscuit and honey and cherry blossom when it comes to Irish whiskey. This one you almost get apple cider and cinnamon, and you get some really deep, rich notes as opposed to light and refreshing, which it still is lighter and refreshing because it is Irish whiskey.
Yeah. But
you get some uncharacteristic features in this, so I'll pass it to Mike so you can try it.
Oh yeah. Wow, cinnamony.
Also, it's an Irish single malt, so those are a little few and far in between.
You definitely get, like you were saying, a lot of that biscuit.
Yeah, you get a little biscuit. There's some characteristics that are still true of Irish whiskey, but it definitely has some...
Oh, man.
It's clean, it's smooth, it's just...
This is definitely...
When you think Irish whiskey...
I'm going to say that's my favorite Irish whiskey.
Yeah, this is my favorite Irish whiskey. Like I said, this... episode is a bit of a tease because it's going to be kind of hard to get some of these, but we just wanted to feature some stuff like if you want to peer into our brains of what makes us pick a bottle up at a store as opposed to the next person. Not that we're saying we're any smarter or any better, but we have experience with like some of these one-off bottles, and we kind of know what we're looking for when we're looking at a bottle.
Yeah. It's a shame that that's not more available because honestly, that's for $90 I would spend that all day long every time.
But it's got to be the batch 3. There's still some floating out there, but the only thing is
batch 3.
Dingle's only been making whiskey. I'm probably wrong here, but their first batch didn't come out until 2014.
Oh wow!
So this is the third trial, and this one they definitely got it right.
Cool.
So next one we're gonna go.
I'll go with. You want me to go next?
Yeah, you go next with one of yours.
All right, we're gonna really bump things up here and go with something most everyone should know, and that is the beloved Stagg Junior. So basically, anyone who knows Buffalo Trace, they know about the George T. Stagg, the Weller Antique.
These are some of the B releases.
Pappy.
I'll call this a B release.
Yes, this is more of a B release. So basically, it's not as exclusive as the other ones, but when it does drop, it drops one time, very limited, and you kind of got to get it while it's hot.
And people normally refer to these not by Stagg Junior, but by the batch number. So this is batch 14, correct? No, there's no batch number on it.
Yeah, there is not.
So the batch numbers on these go by the proofage. So it should be 130.
130 proof.
Yeah, so batch 12 was 132. Batch 13 was 126, batch 14 is 130, so it varies each year.
Sorry, gotta turn those notifications off. Anyway.
We are professionals here.
We are.
Sometimes.
So, this is definitely gonna kick it up a notch. It is no longer your sweet, subtle Irish whiskey. This is actually quite
intense.
Some
good old American kicking the fucking ass bourbon.
So, like Dan said, this is, like Dan said, this is 130 proof, so that's 62% alcohol, so this is
light of heart. This is not light of heart stuff.
But it is incredibly tasty. It's not all burn. It's actually smooth for what it is. If you were to put a couple whiskey rocks in here or whiskey stones rather than ice,
the temp drop does a lot for it.
Yeah, the temp drop alone will help mellow this out. You don't need the dilution to really mellow it out.
Because it cuts. When I had it with when we iced it down, there's another taboo.
Yeah.
If you watch the intro, you'll get it. It actually cuts out some of that ethanol bite.
It does.
So,
but this has always been kind of on my radar. Actually, you had a bottle at once, didn't you? And then you were gonna buy it, but then something happened, and then you had to sell it.
I appeased the customer.
Yeah.
Because I sold out of a certain product that goes along with these.
Mm-hmm.
But to appease him, I held on to a batch 12, and I gave him that instead.
Yeah, to sell it.
I don't regret it. Cause
luckily, a couple months, 2 months later, they actually dropped the batch 13 here, so I was able to go snag another bottle for us.
Exactly.
Cool.
And there's always going to be releases. Like, you're not, like... I don't have the money to possibly get every major release. So what every normal person should do is figure out what your profile is, what your flavor profile you like is, and kind of go about the releases by that. And that's where you spend your money.
Yeah.
Granted, some of this stuff doesn't fit my flavor profile.
No.
There's a lot of shit here, but that's kind of where I've gotten to at this point.
So who wants to drink this whiskey? This whiskey is for when you really were getting your ass kicked at work and you need to come home and pour something stiff. And relax. By stiff, this is stiff.
Relax.
One drink will do you. It's great. It's heavy. Very flavorful. Most people would buy this bottle and savor it. As you can tell, I've been going to town on this.
The nose is super similar to the Bombergers.
It is.
Which is like, also because they're both cask strength. Or overproof, or whatever terminology you want to use.
Yeah, this has been actually recently my go-to. Every time I get home, I've kind of been having one of these.
It's like burnt hay on the nose and you get a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah. So yeah, some people might crucify me. Why are you drinking it? Why this? You could ask him. The minute I bought it, I went home, cracked it, and I sent him a picture.
And as I said, drink the whiskey how you want to drink your whiskey. Yeah. So, the whole point of whiskey is to be consumed, not collected. It should not be collecting dust, and that's the whole point of this show.
And honestly, any of those people who resell on the secondary market and upcharge, you guys are just... we don't like you.
You're missing the point of the history of bourbon.
Yeah.
Bourbon is not meant to be resold. It's not meant to be stared at. It's meant to be drank and enjoyed with the people you love most in the world. And that's the attitude I have with everything. That's why you look at all the levels on all these bottles.
Everything's open,
Everything's
including the
open.
Pappy. That one's empty.
Okay, no, there's one bottle that's not open. That's the Willet pasta.
Oh,
that's
and the one I just got you.
Oh yeah. Well, we just got it today.
But look at the Pappy. We killed that.
That's gone. And you watch our first episode, you'll see how that happened.
And mine is well on its way. I still have some left, but it's on its way.
What I do like about the Stagg though is it's always a cherry bomb. Every year. Cherry bomb! Is that copyright? No, it's 15 seconds copyright. Right? We're good?
Poorly sung, but it's good.
Yeah. Cherry bomb! So they're always cherry bombs, like a lot of oak, a lot of chocolate, and a lot of cherry. It's like a date night in a bottle.
Yes.
If you like whiskey. Alright, next one I did. So this one is really cool. I love Michter's. I've been to Michter's. It's an amazing distillery. It's in an old GM auto plant, which it literally looks like you're about to buy a fucking Ford when you roll up. And but yeah, when you walk in, it's not a GM plant.
Funny thing about these two bottles, actually, they both dropped at the same time, and I actually went to the store, had that one in my hand, but due to reading some reviews and the uncertainty and not knowing it, and for the price it was at, I decided to go with Old Faithful here and get the Stagg. Well, sure enough, Dan.
But then you tried it later, and I'm sure you were fine.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious.
So,
Dan followed up and bought that one, so now we have both.
So we have both for this episode. All right, so Bombergers. Quick synopsis. Quick octopus of it. Quick synopsis of Bombergers. So, Bombergers made by Michter's, Kentucky, USA. So, the original name of Michter's was Shanks in the 18th century. Then, in the 19th century, it was bought again and renamed Bombergers. Then, in the 20th century, bought again, changed to Michter's. So Michter's, every year, they release a Bombergers batch, and they release a Shanks batch.
I kind of like the name Shanks, but it also makes me think of a really, really low-budget beer.
Yeah, well that, and if you're a golfer, it is the word of doom.
Yeah, you don't want to shank. Or in prison. You don't want to get shanked in prison either. That's
prison term, that might be bad too. Right in the abdomen.
Yeah, no, that's not good either. So maybe it's good they changed to Bomberger.
And I love this just because it's like, where this is like a big cherry bomb, a lot of wood, a lot of chocolate, a lot of intense heat.
Everything. There's a big everything.
This is 108 proof, but it's like almost creamy and oaky.
Yes.
Like it's so you've had it already, but
I did.
Try it again.
And it was delicious. And I bet it still is.
Yeah, probably is.
Oh, such a big difference.
But like it almost comes. You get the vanilla at the end.
Yeah,
there's like a really nice like easy vanilla note that
huge difference. Wow, this is like water compared. After you have this, these are like water.
I call this. This is like the opposite of what Maker's Mark ever wanted to do. Like I love Maker's Mark. I love everything Maker's Mark does. Like I just got a bottle of 101, a bottle of 46. I've been to the distillery. So Maker's Mark, their idea is to have a sweetness up front, and then the heat and what you think of bourbon kind of takes over the back end and kind of draws you in. This, you get a lot of heat up front, and it kind of punches you in the mouth, but then it kind of get the creaminess, the vanilla, and the oak, and it winds down really nice. It's a very nice long finish to it. And when you say long finish, like there's a lasting flavor in your mouth.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Mike, take us to our last bottle today.
All right, so
this one's cool. I like this one a lot.
This is cool. So last bottle is our Old Scout 107. The reason I brought this on is because this is a store pick, so you could only really get this exact barrel number and this exact batch from, I'm not going to say the name. If you can see it, you can see it. If not, I'm not going to...
We don't want to...
I don't want to rat people out.
No, I'm not going to rat people out. We don't want to bring... We don't want to divert business to any store or take business away from any store. It's not... We got the whiskey where we got the whiskey. So just all you need to know is this. You can only get this bottle at this exact location.
Yes, so that's why we put it on the very rare / unicorn episode, because this bottle cannot be purchased anywhere else in the state, in the country, maybe the country, because other stores might pick from the same barrel.
But the only thing is, like, it's a barrel picked by that store, though, so that store only has the rights to that barrel. A barrel.
That's true. It is the whole barrel. You're right.
A barrel is about 17 to 20 cases.
Yeah.
So it's basically to that one store or to that chain. Mm-hmm. So you'll never get this whiskey anywhere else in the world aside from at that location.
No, exactly. So we had another Old Scout on here.
Here, Smooth Ale. Yeah.
So we had another Smooth Ale.
They
make really good. They have a really good product. They are from the Appalachia, right?
Yeah, they're from Virginia.
Yep. So they're blended.
However, this blend is made in Tennessee. We did this on our Tennessee episode. This is made in Tennessee, though.
This one was Indiana.
hold on. I gotta freaking reach back.
Oh, and Tennessee. It was distilled in both.
So that's MGP probably. Then.
Yeah.
So that's the
this
other
is the OG smoothie. This guy you could get.
That's what you want. Everywhere. That's the product they're known for. That's their flagship. I had this, but we were partying a little bit when I did have it, so I don't remember it.
Very, very. There's a lot of cereal notes in there.
What, like granola or like?
Yeah, just like grain, cereal grain.
Okay.
Which is good. But what I really like is, again, the fact that it's so exclusive. And usually when you do these barrel picks, for those who don't know, a store is actually presented with a variety of samples, and they get to pick.
Usually it's about 3 samples.
Yeah, and they get to pick which they want to have their branding on. So it really is hand selected. Yeah, take that. It really is hand selected by the store, which is cool.
Yeah, I guess you get like maple and like a little oat.
You'll taste what I mean by like that cereal and that grain.
I gotta come off a little bit. I have my nose like fucking.
Yeah. It's light. It's not.
That's
not too heavy at all.
No.
And for 107, that means it is 107. Yeah, 53%. So.
Yeah, pretty much everything here is aside from this.
Yeah, we're about 10% less than this guy, but as far as strength goes, this tastes so much lighter at 53. It's not bad at all.
See, I get like barnyard though. Like on taste though, it's like hay. And,
okay, that's a good way. The straw, the hay.
It's like straight. So everyone knows what you smell is linked to your taste buds.
Yes.
So when you say like, how can you smell a hay, or how can you taste a hay bale? Do you eat hay?
That's exactly how.
No, it's like I'm not gonna bite this table and tell you what an oak table tastes like, but I'm just saying like if you ever smelled hay, I guarantee you could taste it when you've.
Yeah, it tastes like what hay smells like, and that's actually a really good taste. I don't recommend going out and eating hay though. It's
you look like some like backwood West Virginia is like, I don't know what you're doing here, but
yeah, because there's probably other crap on the hay that will definitely change the profile, but the taste.
we can't make any incest jokes, right?
No, probably not.
Yeah,
we probably can, but we shouldn't. I guess we should.
I'll refrain from incest joke.
Yeah.
All right. I got family in West Virginia anyway.
Oh, all right. So then you're okay. You get a pass.
I don't.
No, I got family in North Carolina.
I don't think YouTube gives you a pass on an incest joke.
Yeah, it's not racist, so I don't see why not.
Listen, you sister fucker.
There you go. But yeah, the Smooth Ambler, delicious. They do a lot of these barrel picks too. So chances are, if you ever go into a store, you'll probably find an allocation to them, or a hand select from them. Because like I said, he has one, I have one.
There's no find here. Like the Old Elk's a barrel pick.
That one is too, yeah.
The Eagle Rare's a barrel pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a popular. Eagle Rare barrel picks
really
are real popular. You could find those.
That's really it. I only have 3 or 4 in here. I don't think it's crazy. I just wanted to do this the whole episode. I bought this for this exact reason.
Oh Jesus!
Nope, it fucked up.
Yeah, I fucked it up. That almost.
Maybe a slow turn.
Yeah, very slow. There we go.
Ooh. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Wow, that was almost.
I would just launch a Stagg Junior into my nuts.
Yeah, that would have been an expensive mishap. That's okay.
Strap him down next time.
Cool.
All right. So, the whole point of this episode was not to be like, "Hey, this is what we got. You can't fucking have it."
Yeah.
The whole point of this was to basically like maybe educate you guys on what you should be looking at when you go into a liquor store because, yes. If you see a Pappy Van Winkle bottle for under $1,000, under $500, depending on what it is, maybe pick it up if you're into that stuff.
Depending on the year.
Depending on the year too, because the 12-year varies very heavily.
Yeah, don't buy an old Rip Van Winkle for $700.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
But the whole thing is like, if you see like barrel picks, those are awesome because that's the only place in the world you can get that bottle, as we said. So that's even rarer than some of the other stuff you'll get. It may not seem like it, and it'll always be around, but like I said, don't go bottle hunting for big names. Go bottle hunting for quality.
Yes,
that's kind of what I'm getting at here. I'm not saying that Pappy's bad or like Bland's or Eagle Rare. Like those are all awesome bottles, but you can find some diamonds in the rough.
Yeah,
they're right in front of your face.
Barrel selects, they're the way to go because that barrel is only found in one location. And as we know, every barrel is different.
Exactly.
Every single barrel is different.
And if you want to watch a lot of episodes, we'll go into depth on like rick house placement, sunny side, dark side, floor level, temperature, diurnal flux, like all these fancy words that are really hard to say after a long night of drinking.
Yes.
And they mean literally nothing at the end of the day. As long as the whiskey's good, fuck it. But don't take your whiskey so seriously. Just fucking drink it.
Yes. Enjoy it. Don't trade it. Don't hold on to it. Don't age it at home. It won't age the longer it's in the bottle.
If
Once
it's in the bottle, it's done.
It ain't aging.
I don't want to hear your Chivas Regal bottle is 85 years old.
Yeah, unless you put a stave in there to help age it more. It ain't Asian.
We'll do in another episode too. We'll switch that up a little bit.
I do have one of those, so we'll take care of that.
But at the end of the day, the best whiskey in the world is the one you enjoy the most.
With good company.
With good company, exactly. So everyone, you have a great week. Stay safe and cheers.